Hi everybody. Today I kind of just want to talk about how my dieting failed even though I did lose 85 pounds. I did it the wrong way but was never taught to do it the right way. And it severely damaged my body and my metabolism and ended up being an eating disorder, which I want to talk about so that maybe some people who are on the same path as me will do it the right way instead of the way I did it. I started at 200 pounds, lost 85 pounds by running, and running was all I did. It's everything I did, and I cut my food down drastically. I counted calories, I cut out everything that was bad, sugar, uh, all my favorite foods. I cut out fast food, just anything that was labeled bad by society, and I will talk about how now I do not see those foods as bad anymore later. My When I first started, it was wonderful. The weight was falling off. However, I've been running for 3 years, never really improved like most people would. I didn't eat enough. That was another problem. If you want to succeed in any kind of sport, any kind of athletics, you have to eat. You have to eat more than what you think you should, and I did not. So I was very weak. I was very frustrated. My running was not where it should have been because I was probably eating less than 1,200 calories a day, and some days I would eat under 1,000 calories, which is very bad if you're trying to run 3 miles a day, and I found that out the bad way. I had a really hard time going to family gatherings and birthday parties, going out to eat because I was so worried about the bad food I was going to eat and what it was going to do to my body. So I really just restricted everything. I didn't eat anything but low calorie and eat bad low calorie stuff. I ate a lot of vegetables, however, but that they say to eat a lot of vegetables, but I still didn't feel good when I did. I just felt so drained and terrible, and my running was awful. I couldn't progress because I wasn't eating enough. It was terrible. And food really controlled my life. It controlled everything about it. If I was going out to a restaurant, I would look up the restaurant first online and try to find what I could eat from the restaurant. It had to be under 500 calories every time, and I would freak out if I couldn't find the nutritional information from that restaurant, and I would say, I'm not eating here. I'm not eating here. I don't know what I can eat. And that's very damaging as well because when you cut out foods completely, you end up binging on them, which is what I did sometimes. I remember cutting out certain things, and then when I would get them or when I would see them, I would just completely just completely eat. And I would feel terrible afterwards, and I would amp up my cardio the next day, amp up my running. Okay, you ate all this. You have to run 4 miles tomorrow. And that's also another bad thing because that gets in your mind that running is bad. It's a punishment, and that's what I saw it as. I saw it as a horrible punishment for what I ate. It's terrible. It was just really bad. I get it. I don't really how to explain it. Food controlled my life. That's all I thought about. My relationships suffered. I didn't go out to eat with my family sometimes because I was so worried about what I was going to eat or how they perceived me as not eating or being judged. And being judged by how much you eat when you've lost weight is also hard. Now I've kind of quit the running thing. I haven't completely quit, but I I lost a bunch of weight, but I also see it as a failure because I failed my body and I ruined my metabolism, and because I didn't eat enough, I lost a lot of my hair. I as you can see, it still hasn't really come back. It's still not where it should be. I had extremely dry skin. I was cold all the time, and I was just in a fog basically because that's all I thought about was food, and the food was the one thing that's supposed to nourish your body is killing me slowly. I got down to really low body fat, but still had some body fat. So I was like, man, I gotta get this crap off me now. I gotta be as skinny as possible. Skinny, skinny, skinny. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Please do it the healthy way because you will end up damaging a lot of your body like I did. And now I am now doing what they call if it fits your macros. That's the eating that I'm doing now. It's not a calorie counter. What you count is your fats, your proteins, and your carbs. And I had somebody put it together for me, so for my body and my way I work out. So it's not the same for everybody, not the same. But now I focus on getting the right amount of what I need. And I have noted my hair. I just got my hair cut the other day, and she was amazed at how healthy it was and how many non I didn't have split ends. It was like just non-existent, and I hadn't cut my hair in 12 weeks. And it grows, but not great, but it's better. And I'm not cold all the time. It's winter, and I'm not freezing to death all the time. My skin's not as dry. It's always been dry except on my face, but the good thing about eating more is that my hair is a lot better now. It's so much better. But what I have gained, I completely stopped running every day. I stopped running every day, which, if you want to run, that's great. But where it's at is weightlifting. And I didn't believe that for a long time, up until a year ago. I didn't believe that. As women, we are programmed to think that cardio and eating less is the way to go. So that's why when I go to the gym, I mostly see the women on the treadmills or the elliptical. Most of the time when I'm at the gym, I am the only woman in the weights area. Most of the time, not all the time. But it's intimidating when you see all these huge men in the gym and you're the only woman there and you're like, man, I'm really weak compared to these guys. But it's a good thing because weightlifting is where it's at. I had to start eating a lot of food. I went from eating 1,200 calories a day to eating 1,700 now. I'm eating 1,700 calories now. And on a high calorie day, I eat about 2,200 calories. I gained body fat. I did. I'm going to admit that. I gained fat and I also gained a lot of muscle, which was kind of hard for somebody who wanted to be extremely as skinny as possible to see yourself get bigger. The weights, though, you don't burn a lot of calories while you're lifting weights. You burn more at rest because the more muscle you have, the more calories you burn when you're just sitting here like me. I'm probably burning more calories right now than Stephanie a year ago sitting on her couch. And I'm not even doing anything just because of all the muscle that I kind of have. Kind of. And so that has helped me also maintain a slimmer physique, not as thin as I used to be, but it amazes me that how much I eat now, and I am still fairly thin, but I got muscle. Uh, it's amazing. Seriously, try it. It's a good way to start running to get the fat off, but if you're really looking for the long run, I suggest weights, lifting weights. I am in more pain from running 2 miles than I am from deadlifting 200 pounds straight off the ground. I don't understand it, but it's true. However, like I said, from somebody who wanted to be as skinny as possible, it's extremely hard to see myself getting bigger and to see the scale go up. I have gone from 118 to 135, I think now. I don't really weigh myself anymore, but I weighed myself at the doctor and it was 138, and that was at the end of the day when I had ate and drank and I had all my clothes on. So I'm guessing it's probably more around 135. So yes, I have gained weight, but I've gotten comments about where did you gain the weight? I don't see it. I don't understand. You say you gained almost 20 pounds, but where is it? I say it's all in the muscle because muscle, I I guess, takes up less space than fat. I'm still learning. I'm not I'm not claiming to be an expert or anything. It's frustrating though because you feel like a failure almost because you lost all this weight and now you've gained some of it back. So it kind of feels like a failure on my part. But then again, I'm a lot healthier. My doctor is super happy with how I've come in the past year. I am not being threatened with thrown in the hospital anymore because of how thin I was and very not healthy, even though people praised me for my weight loss and I was like, yeah, I'm doing great. But they really didn't see the backside of it and what actually went into it, and just not eating is what I did. I just did not eat, and I don't recommend it because it will control you. It will control all of your life. So please, if that's what you are wanting to do it the right way. Don't cut your calories so low that you're not getting anywhere. I didn't get anywhere. My running didn't get any better. I lost a lot. I lost weight, but I also lost my hair. I lost my ability to keep warm. I lost my once glowing skin. Of course, it's not glowing now. I need a tan. But I lost a lot with that weight loss. I lost my sanity. I lost I was insane. I was going crazy. I couldn't function. I went on a vacation with my family and had a mental breakdown because of the types of food that they had in the beach house. And I just had a mental breakdown because I couldn't eat what I wanted to eat during the day. And yeah, it was terrible. It was really bad. Mental breakdowns of over food. Horrible. Over food, it was terrible. I'm a lot healthier now. Um, I'm trying to get back to being healthy again. I I'm just trying, just trucking along, and I do have days where I get extremely depressed about the way I look. Who doesn't? I tell myself, "Wow, you're a freaking failure and you suck." But some days I'm in a really good mood. I'm like so motivated and ready to go to the gym and ready to slam some weights around. I'm just ready, ready, ready. And some days I'm just like, what is this all for? What am I doing this for? Because it's not going to make me any money, that's for sure. But I'm doing it for myself. And it's like I said, I tried to give up running and I couldn't do it because it was just such a part of me for 3 years. So I run every now and then, and I still run 5Ks, but I don't get stressed out about them anymore because I'm not doing it for time and I'm doing them for fun. That's all I'm doing it for. So if you get a bad time and you see it, just remember I'm not doing it for time anymore. I'm doing it for fun. And I signed up for a 6 mile run, which I've never done before. I'm kind of nervous about it and I almost canceled it. But I told myself, just look at the big picture. You're going to feel so good about yourself when you finish it. So, if you're going through weight loss, working out, keep going. Keep going, but do it the right way. Don't restrict your food at all. Don't do it. I recommend if it fits your macros, eating. Some people call it an eating disorder. I enjoy it because I can eat whatever I want as long as it fits my numbers. As long as it fits in there, I can eat it. I can eat pizza. I can eat burgers, french fries, ice cream. However, I don't eat those every day. I usually stick to the same food every day. Some people think it's boring, but I eat the exact same thing almost every day. And it makes it so much easier because I don't have to I don't have to guess about what's in my food because I already know what's in it. And I eat a lot of chicken and ground turkey, um, vegetables, sweet potatoes, yogurt, cottage cheese, tuna. I eat a lot of that now, and I don't cut out any food. I just make sure that it fits into my macros, and I don't really have cheat meals, I guess they call them. I usually stick to my numbers pretty well. I don't feel deprived anymore because I can eat what I want as long as it fits into my numbers, and it feels great. I recommend doing that and not calorie restricting because it does get tedious. I remember counting every single calorie, every single thing I put in my mouth. That one blueberry I ate, I had to track it. I had to. And man, I can't really describe how it felt back then. I just felt controlled by food, and the skinnier I got, the more unhappy I got. But I was also happy. So, my big thing is if you're going into weight loss because you think it's going to make you happy, make sure you like yourself first because I didn't, and losing all that weight didn't make me happy. And I still struggle every day with liking myself. And so the weight loss did not make me any happier at all. So make sure you like yourself first before you start doing it because it'll be a very painful, painful journey. Well, that's all I have to talk about. I hope this will help somebody, and I'm sure nobody will watch because it's the first video and I'm quite ugly. um, Hopefully I can do these and people will watch. Maybe not, but have a good day.